am too. Guys, put your hands together. Give a very warm Venice welcome to Andrew
Let me hear it again, Venice. Make it louder than that, Venice. You know, that's the one thing I don't really like about going to live comic shows. Comics are like fiends for round of applause. Like, can I get a warm welcome? Like, can I get a standing ovation? Like, just clap for me, motherfucker. Damn. Yeah, I was watching TMZ today. And it was the actor's name, his last name is Massingale, right? And they showed this old school commercial from like the 80s, those two chicks in a boat. She was like, so you ever get that unfresh feeling down there? She was like, yeah, but I douche. I was like, damn, man, I miss the 80s, man. But Venice, I need to vent to you right now, man. I just got a new roommate, man. And already I gotta set some rules with this motherfucker. You know, he sat on the couch next to me, he's like, so Drew. Wanna get some takeout? I'm like, man, rule number 1, don't call me Drew, right? He's like, but why, Andy? I'm like, rule number 2, don't call me Andy, right? He's like, but Andy's a charming name. I'm like, look, charming? Like, Andy sounds like Randy, sounds like Dandy, sounds like Candy. And I just ain't that sweet, motherfucker. He was like, well, can I call you Big Daddy? I was like, I'm cool with that, man. You know, because I'm an easygoing man. Like, only thing I really need is food and vagina. Like, I can't wait for vagina to get released for medicinal purposes, you know? Like, for real, fellas, think about it. Like, close your eyes and just get off work, go get some pussy, go to the grocery store. You know, just overall have a wonderful evening, you know? Like, same for you too, ladies. Like, get off of work, go get some good dick, you know? Go to the grocery store. Like, shit will be good. Life will be better in general, you know? And I need more women in my life, and in order to get that, I guess you gotta hit the gym, man, you know? Because everybody knows once you get that six-pack Shakur, man, ladies, they love that shit. But being in the gym, man, it's intimidating. I'm working out next to this motherfucker, and he got muscles on top of muscles and shit. Like, what the fuck is this muscle right here for? Like what are you lifting with your shoulders where you just got neck buffness, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard. It's hard to find the one. Like, man, you know how hard it is to find a chick that look good, that you like you, that cook, clean, that suck, that swallow, don't smoke cigarettes, that have no babies, and into bringing women into the relationship. It's hard, man. Shit, like, it's genuinely difficult. That's one of my biggest, like, I don't even know. No, but I'm convinced, Venice. I'm convinced I wasn't raised right. It has to be. The reason I'm having these thoughts is because I just wasn't raised right. Like, I was raised by 2.5 people. Like my dad, like, just a whore, right? He got 10 kids by 6 different women. So on one side, like, he a charming motherfucker. But on the other side, like, he is a stupid whore. Like, fucking pull out or something, goddamn. Like, we should just shut everything down, like, collectively as a human species, just sit down and just cure these STDs and find a perfect form of birth control, because I'm not feeling that whole rubber bag on my dick thing, man. That shit is not cool. Like, that defeats the whole purpose of what I was trying to feel. Like, the reason I'm even putting up with this chick, fuck. Like, ladies, if you want to find out if he love you, just make him use a rubber. If he stick around, like, he love your ass. And the other part of my upbringing is my mother. You know, she worked like 2 jobs to take care of me, so she wasn't there all the time. And then when I was 18, she just kicked the bucket. Like, she just worked herself to death. She got me out of high school and was like, I'm done with this shit, man. I'm going to heaven. Like, fuck this. But Like, it changed my life going to see my mom's wake. It really fucked me up as far as tradition and everything. Like, it's such a stupid tradition to go visit your dead relatives and see them in a box. Like, I'm there by myself, I go see my mom, and I walk up to the casket, I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? Like, she got on blush, eyeshadow, lipstick, like, my mom don't wear makeup. And I went to touch her, I was like, ay! Whoo, she was cold as ice. I started crying instantly, I felt like a bitch. Like, but it changed my whole perspective on the way I look at things. Like, now I take in everyone's theory. If you figured out the meaning of life, man, I'ma listen to you. I've been watching a lot of Discovery Channel and History Channel, just trying to figure it out, right? I've been watching this show called Ancient Aliens, man. If you ain't seen it, you gotta check this shit out, man. I think they figured it out. I'm just saying it make a little bit more sense than the whole Jesus story. Like, but don't get me wrong, like, I love Jesus. I think about Jesus every day. I think about Jesus so much, I wonder, like, what question do you have to ask Jesus to get him to respond? Hell yeah. Like every morning I wake up, I'm like, Jesus, are you my Lord and Savior? And in my head somebody be like, hell yeah. And I'm like, that shit tickle me every motherfucking time. But I was watching the Discovery Channel before I came here for this shit. And did you know that bears will kill the cubs to put the female bear back in heat? Like, what is this? I don't think y'all understand what I'm telling you, Townhouse. Did you know that bears will murder baby bears for pussy? Like, what? And that's nature. Like, people trying to save Mother Nature. Nature is fucked up. That is just real talk, man. Messed up. And the last person that raised me, this is the reason I'm like this. This is my grandmother. She moved from Alabama to South Central LA. And she a lesbian and a gangster. Man, you think, you know, since my grandma is a lesbian and my dad is a whore, that means that my addiction to the vagina is hereditary, right? Shit, I need to go get a prescription or something, man. But no, like, the reason I call my grandma a lesbian is because she prefers women. Like, that's it. And the reason I call her a gangster is because she keeps a 22. She used to be like, rest in peace, grandma. I'm sorry I'm telling these people this shit. But she used to keep a 22 in her titties and one in her purse. And she was in a wheelchair, right? But she could walk. But if you seen her, you wouldn't know that she could walk. Her legs all frail to the side and shit. But like, say something to her she don't like. She'll roll up on you and then stand up on you, pull the 22 out. She'll be like, say it again, motherfucker. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I deal with from growing up. Like, it kind of just fucked me up in my head. Like, I'm really just not all there. So, once my grandma passed away, I just moved to the beach. I was like, fuck it, man. The beach is good. But even the beach has its ups and downs. I was at the beach the other day with my friends. We about to have a bonfire. I hear somebody yell out, get out of Newport, niggers. I was like, what? I was like, man, I told you this wasn't Huntington. But it reminded me of a pet peeve. Like, I can't stand when black people call other people nigga and they get mad when they say it back. Like, that shit just, it don't make no sense, man. Kind of like lesbians using dildos and shit. Like, it's confusing. Like, stay on one side of the other, you know? Man, y'all made me lose my fucking place. But really, it is confusing. But like, I was still kind of hurt because he called me a nigga. He didn't want me in Newport, man. I like Newport. But it just made me, so I didn't shed a tear. Like, I just started thinking about all the reasons why I like being black. Like, I was like, you know, besides being like naturally athletic and being able to just be in the sun for long periods of time and shit. My favorite part about being black is being able to swim, you know? Because most niggas can't swim. It's true, I thought it was a myth, but it's true, man. I went to a pool party on the East Coast. I was the only motherfucker there that could swim. I felt like a god. I was in there doing like the breaststroke, the backstroke shit. I was treading water on them motherfuckers. I had pool groupies. I was giving bitches rides from one side of the deep end to the other. I felt like the Black Poseidon in that motherfucker. Venice, I want you to be honest with me, man. I'm worried about my roommate. Like, today I'm in the mirror, I'm working on my shit, and he come in the room, he like, Big Daddy, you think I need to see a doctor? I'm like, no, motherfucker, that's a hair bump. And rule number 3, don't ever show me your manhood. God damn it. You know, Venice, I love y'all. That's all y'all get for free, motherfuckers. My name is Andrew Evans. Big on the street, 91 crib. I love you guys. Especially you. You're cool. Fuck you. Thank you, baby. Appreciate it.
Yo, what do you guys think of Andrew Evans?